Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. We got some snow blowing in and so forth, but I wanted to get something done. I haven't been up here in a while. I finally got a path, get myself back up here and all, and I wanted to do some work on some engines. You could probably hear the tinkling sound of snow falling. You guys know recently I just brought home a pair of Honda 250s. One of them was a Honda 250 ES, and she's sitting right down there in the driveway right now. And the other one was a 1986 TRX 250. The 250, it turns out, I got these both from the Great North Woods Hillbilly. There's the plastic for that, for the 250, as a matter of fact. Anyway, turns out the 250 was a parts bike. The person he bought it from used it as a parts bike. So it was kind of a double parts bike, right? Somebody owned it, retired it for whatever reason. Its new owner got it, took some parts off of it, and then the Great North Woods Hillbilly got it, and he was going to pull the engine off of it and put it on the 250 down there, but he didn't get about to it and decided to get rid of it all, and that's where old Harvey comes in. You know, Harvey likes to buy his Hondas. And you guys know from a lot of discussions on these things that what likes to go wrong is that basically the starter here, and it does feel a little sharp, and all these gears up here that eventually go from the starter down to the flywheel. You see the gear there by my finger. They like to shed, and then once they shed, this is a magnet in here, they get in between the magnet, the flywheel magnet, and these coils, and there's really not enough space, so they kind of grind things up. And normally what you find is if you do this on one that has happened, this is all battered in and you'll tear your finger up. And if you do this on it, you'll end up with the same thing, right? It'll cut your finger all up because it's nasty. And a lot of times what'll happen is it'll actually get in here and cut the coils. And you'll notice it if you have like a big red where the lights start to get dim, the battery isn't charging properly, and eventually it gets these guys actually send the power to your CDI unit to run to power your CDI unit to give you spark. That's the pulse generator for these. And you can see they don't do the silly solder the wire together in here, right? They got this rubberized plug thing that snaps on and it works its way out. There's not two wires coming off of this that go into a set of plugs in here and out. This is the newer version. It's a Denso. I believe Denso is the newer version. This thing's an 86. Yeah, we got snow coming down. I got to wrap this up and put my stuff away again. Anyway, so this is the newer version. I have not seen the newer version torn up yet. I'm not sure why I haven't seen it torn up yet, but I haven't seen the newer guys torn up. I do see the older ones torn up, and I think they're Mitsubishi. I think it says Mitsubishi on the side. Should you buy one of these and this guy is torn up, or the flywheel's torn up, and you say, oh, I got a Mitsubishi flywheel and I'm going to use a Denso coil. She no work. The Denso coil and the Denso flywheel are a little bigger. So you have to be matched. If you have a Mitsubishi coil, you need a Mitsubishi flywheel. If you have a Denso flywheel, you need a Denso coil. If you go with, I'm pretty sure the Denso one is the bigger one. If you go with the Denso one, the Denso flywheel and the Mitsubishi coil, it'll probably go together, but you'll have that extra spacing, and there's a square law that you lose field, so you might not get adequate spark, and you might not get adequate charging. You might get away with it, you might not. I recommend stay matched. So Denso, Mitsubishi. Don't mix those up. Anyway, before I get too much more water in here and ice particles and all that, I'm going to wrap it up. This is a very nice motor, very clean, really nice. I got a little wear here. I can feel they're a little sharp, but I think they're good enough. Good enough for now. Yeah, there's a little bit of wear, but not too bad. By the way, the gears for these things, if you're going to replace, if you tear the teeth off of this, if for whatever reason the teeth get ground off of this, then you want to look at the reason. Chances are, as you look at that pile of gears, the gear that goes up here is also chewed to death. So you're gonna want to replace that. I just bought a set of gears for the bike down there. It needs a set, and they were like $40, and the starter's like another $40. So if you do the work yourself, you can put yourself back together again. By the time you get done with gaskets and an oil change, you'll probably be somewhere around $100 if you do the work yourself. And if you're paying a shop to do it, depending on what your hourly rate for shop time is, you're probably looking at, if this thing's in the frame, you got to take it off and kind of lift it up and take the cover off. You're probably looking at 2 to 3 hours worth of work, plus $100 worth of parts, which means $100 worth of parts if you come up with it yourself, right? If you buy the parts through eBay, I doubt they're going to give you an eBay starter, and I doubt they're going to give you secondhand gears. So if you're paying $100 an hour for shop time and you got 3 hours tied up, if there's $300, if they bang you for another couple hundred in parts, you just spent $500 on a bike that's worth somewhere around $500, depending on what the rest of it looks like. So hopefully you can fix it yourself. If not, call Harvey. Harvey likes bikes to work on. He likes to take them apart and look at them and see what their story is. Okay, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Let's pray for some warm weather so some of this snow melts away. Harvey's sick of looking at it. Folks, I want you all to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.